Hey y'all, welcome to Girl Meets Screen. My name's Norma, your host or whatever. Today we're talking Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 30. The fact that I've been watching 30 episodes of this is crazy. But here we are, and we had a bomb drop on us today, baby. People were talking about it on social media. I didn't believe it. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I was like, it's way too late in the game. How do they maneuver that? Like, that's not happening. But it does. We'll talk about it. I don't have a ton of thoughts because not a lot happened, but not a lot happened this episode. You know what I'm saying? So we start off with Taylor setting up a date for Clark. Ace is helping. And I just want to say, Shelly and Ace are working OT to get us to love them this episode. Shelly, them as a couple, Ace, him as a person. I mean, he kind of has been being himself throughout the game. Here's the thing, right? Okay, this episode made me want to just like give everyone a clean slate on this show, because the way Ace was running around setting up this date for Taylor, it was too cute. Like, it was too funny. He's like literally like grabbing shit and like sprinting into action. Like, it was comical the way he brings Clark over. Like, I did since when do waiters like go find you where you're at to bring? It was funny. It was funny. To add a little touch, he should have been the chauffeur at first and then like turned into a waiter, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just talking shit. He made it work. It was cute. The little date was set up nice. Clark is just cheesing ear to ear. It's interesting because I'm like, she likes Taylor, but every time that man talks anything country, that girl looks like she's questioning her decisions. Like, she is like, okay, and she's just like, I guess we'll see. However, she definitely seems like someone that's down with the cause, so I feel like if he was to take her home, like after this, she would go have a ball being a little cowgirl. Okay, she seemed like she's down for anything. We get another Huda and Chris conversation. They're kind of boring to me, and so I'm stuck with like, this ain't it quite. I love them together, I do, but when they have these conversations, something about it, I'm just like, this isn't working for me. And I don't know if it's like Huda trying really hard to make it slow, but it comes off like superficially slow, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's like, it's cute, but it's just something is off. Like, something about, like, I'm loving them, then they sit down and have a conversation and I'm like, that was weird. I don't know. Like, something wasn't aligned for me in that. But in this convo, they're just talking about wanting partners they can laugh with and just like enjoy life with. Very cute, very common. I feel like we kind of, most of us want that. I won't say all. He tells her to tell him a joke. She's like, I don't got one. And then he tells her a couple that she knows like the punchline to. You know, dad joke action, and they're cracking up. They're cute. It's working, I guess. Next up, we have Bryan and Amaya talking, and they're just talking about, I guess, like growing up in El Campo or whatever. Like, I think Bryan's Puerto Rican. Are there campos in Puerto Rico, y'all? Don't come for me. There probably are. There's campos everywhere. Not much a campo. But anywho, me acting like I know. Listen, I'm American Dominican. Chill out on me, okay? Not too much on my girl. But yeah, so they're talking about being from El Campo. She's talking a little bit of New York, right? Like, they're just kind of, you know, getting to know each other vibes. He's talking about liking how smart she is. She talks about how safe he makes her feel. And I love Amaya Papaya down. But I feel like maybe her head like moves too fast. I think we all do that though, especially women, not to stereotype, but like a lot of women, most women, whatever you want to call it, we will quickly, right? Like, we're already seeing the future, the marriage, the kids, the traveling, the adventures, like we're seeing it all. And I kind of see that in her because it's like she's always like really excitedly talking over people and kind of using those same like, yeah, he feels safe, he feels it, and it's like, okay, but like, let's dive past that, like really get to know each other, see if that could be something in the real world type shit, you know, type shit. So yeah, but I really do like them. I don't like that this episode was her in this like freaking quadruple situation, like talking to all three guys, like, because it didn't allow me. I really wanted to see her and Bryan like really bond. Like, they make sense, and he's saying he likes her, and I think he does, because I think okay, he made a comment that I was like, oh, okay, he's genuine because he said like, oh, as I get older, I realize I want a partner that keeps me young. And then Maya does that. And I was like, okay, he's not playing about Maya Papaya. That comment made it very, very genuine for me, because that's not something like many guys, like that doesn't come out as like a strategic thought. Does that make sense? Like, oh, like sure, he wants to win, they all want to win, but like to think like, oh, someone who keeps me young, like that's just not something that comes out of your mouth when you're thinking of like, what could I say to make America believe that I like her, you know? So he seems genuine to me in liking her. I'm sure, because Amaya is a bit much, but in the best way. Like I said in whatever video I said it in, it's like she does not need to change at all. She just needs to find someone to match that, and someone who is like completely and totally okay with that. I don't think she needs to change, but that's just me. So hopefully Bryan's that guy. I would hate like a month down the line for us to hear her being like, I ain't heard from that man since then, or some shit, right? Like that would suck. That would be sad. Hopefully he's not that, because he seems like a chill dude, and I hope he is. Iris and Pepe, boring but cute. That's what I put in my notes, because that's it. Like they talking, it's a little bit boring, but it's cute. They are cute. Pepe seems really happy about her. I want to say something, but like I don't want to get hate for it, but like I don't know. There was someone I was watching of the discourse of like, Pepe, your racist is showing, and I was like, I don't know. And honest, I mean, I don't have a type, so it's difficult. Maybe I'm not like the person to speak on it, but I'm gonna speak on it anyways, because we're here, we're talking to our friends, right? We talk about our thoughts, we process feedback, all that, you know. I don't have a type. Like I love me a black man, an Asian man, a white man, a Dominican man, a Hispanic man. Like I like all the ranges. But I don't know that because somebody likes a very specific type of looking person, that necessarily has to like mean anything. I don't know. It was interesting. It was also interesting because this person said something about like your Cuban is showing, which I was like, now like if you like your race or whatever, like it's race, like I just sometimes I don't understand the discourse, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, which yeah, I've seen some Cubans who are white girl adjacent, right? Like light eyes, light hair type shit. And so it's like, okay, so if that's what he likes, maybe because that's what he grew up with, right? Maybe, is he Cuban? I'm going off of what this person said. Hopefully they're right, and either way this conversation makes sense. Pretend that he is Cuban to get the point across. But let's say he did grow up with just women who like look like that, light eyes, light hair, and that's just, those have been the women in his life. Those are the women he dates, right? Like I don't know that it has to be deeper than that. But that, oh my god, I'm scared. I don't like having these conversations. I feel like I don't have a big enough following for that, but whatever. I'm talking other shit, but that's just me. I just don't, I think sometimes the conversation gets deeper than it needs to. I think, I don't know, I don't necessarily think that someone having a type like correlates with something else. I don't know why I bother talking about this, because you're probably like, Norma, what the fuck? But I don't know. Feel free to like kindly talk in the comments about it, okay? You don't gotta come for me and attack me. Like I'm willing to learn if there's any ignorance in my statement. Like we can have discourse respectfully. All right, and this is where the bomb gets dropped. We get a close-up angle of Nick's face, and it's Ian, I think is his name, or Liam, whatever the narrator guy's name is, and he's like, well folks, Sierra has left the villa, or whatever he says. I'm not even gonna hold you. The pause after that, I thought he was gonna be like, just kidding guys, she's in the bathroom or something, which like, I don't know that joke would have gone over well, but like, I thought that's where we were going. Like I said, I've been seeing the discourse online, people being like, oh, producers are not happy, they're figuring out how to get her out. That was just insane to me. Like, I honestly was like, well, wait, did that really happen? Like, people were actually for real when they was talking about this shit? Like, holy moly cannoli. And then I was like, Nick, what are you still doing here? What are you still doing here? Now, I am curious. Regardless, he should have left, right? It doesn't even matter if what he was told was, oh, she left for personal reasons. Like, regardless, if that, y'all closed it off. Like, wouldn't you leave? Like, that man did not, I'm telling you, that man did not want Sierra. And I think I forgot to mention in my last video that he had been looking strange. Like, when they would have conversations, it looked really weird. I also think I forgot to mention in the last video that whole conversation they had about, like, what does closed off mean in the real world? And it's like the same shit it means in the villa, bitch. Like, what do you mean? Anyways, he stays. So that tells us all we need to know. That confirms everything we need. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, so Love Island, as far as I know, because I've only seen this season, but from what I'm told, it's about finding love on the island. Nicholas was acting like he found love on the island. So, but she's gone. It says she left for personal reasons. We all know what that means. Jeremiah said the same thing happened with Alyssa. I am very curious if the Islanders know what that means for them, right? I'm gonna guess that at least in Nicholas' situation, because they were so far into it, is that they probably gave him an inkling, right? Like, I don't believe that they were just like, oh, personal issue, she had to go, because I don't know that he'd be an asshole and just like stay. I feel like he would investigate, but I don't know. They're obviously not allowed to say too much about it, but I feel like probably a producer or somebody pulled him aside to be like, listen, don't say shit, but like, this is what really happened type shit. And that's what made him okay with the decision to stay, because that's the thing too, is he didn't stay and then was talking like it was really hard to stay, like I don't know what to do, right? Like we really quickly see him, they're like, oh, are you gonna rematch? And he's like, I don't know. And then we see him talking to Alandria, right? Like, and this is day to day, obviously we know that, so that gave me the inkling that he had some information. Unless he's just an ass, which he could be too. We've seen that behavior as well. Zach pulls Amaya again, and now he's trying to he's like, I think I kind of still felt something. Zachary! His name is not Zachary, but Zach with a K. Please! Zachy? Is that how you say it? Zachy? Anyways, why did you bow out gracefully? Like, I really would have loved for him to be like, I'm asked out, I'm not even gonna hold you, and just maybe kept trying to talk to Alandria, maybe. But even him and Alandria felt forced. That's just me there. Yeah, it just felt forced. He was just having a conversation with Amaya, being like, yeah, I still feel things, and you know, Amaya's like, yeah, we're a clean slate, like starting new from here. Amaya knew what's up. What'd she say? I'm not gonna get a sugar rush from the candy you're feeding me. Her lines are everything. I'm still stuck on, last time I checked, I got 10 toes, not 1 toe missing. I gotta go. So yeah, he's trying to get Amaya Papaya back now that he saw that America loves her. Should have stayed true. Should have stayed true, Zachy. You could have taken this all the way, baby. Listen, we might not felt like y'all was all the way there, but y'all could have won based on what we had going at the time. And you fumbled so hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ya. I think he's a great guy. The way he talks about everybody calls me for help, and because that's what he actually well, we'll get there with Alandria, but he seems like a really great guy. I think he just got caught up in trying to stay in the villa. I love saying villa. We have Ace and Shelly. Suddenly they're getting like super deep. They were, between them and the producers, they were fighting to make fetch happen with them. Like, suddenly they're talking about their childhood, and I feel like this conversation was either already had or like there was no deepness, and they're like, oh, I know what to do. They were like in bed the night before, like whispering to each other about it. But yeah, they basically talk about, not to say that this isn't, it is still really interesting to hear, really amazing to see how far they made it, but she talks about being poor, struggling, all of that. He talks about kind of going to like a really good school and then like going home to sleep in a beach chair, like just kind of that struggle growing up. All meaningful, but I can't help but feel like, where is this coming from now? Like, I felt like we're on episode 30. And I'll say for like 28 of those episodes, we weren't seeing any depth from Ace. We were seeing him like do all this shit for women and then pull it back and be like, chill guy, don't care. You know what I mean? And so like, obviously this felt forced, at least to me. Maybe it's just me, but it did feel forced. It felt very much like, where the hell is this coming from? Like, what do you we haven't seen this, and suddenly it's like, yeah, he's like onion peeling back layers. Okay, them layers should have been peeled. 30 episodes, bitch. 30 episodes. I'm being a hater. Like I said, I want to give all these people a clean slate. So like, sure, they're a cute couple, I guess. I'm not voting for them, but they're a cute couple, I guess. They also still haven't closed things off. What are we doing? What's happening? Alandria and Nick have two convos. I'm gonna squish them together for the sake of time, but the first one, she's essentially talking about their first recoupling during Casa Amor, and how their minds were clouded by their like current couplings, Taylor and Sierra. And so she thinks that they didn't give each other and themselves like a fair shot. Like they kind of were just like, they're on our minds, let's move on. And so she's kind of trying to insinuate like this might be the opportunity to do that. Also being like the signs, right? Like this happened twice to us. Like this must be a sign. And he's kind of like, yeah. And then they have another conversation where it's the same conversation, but him being like, I'm with you, girl. Like, I kind of want to continue this journey with you. Da 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 da. Like, yeah, like we really had something, and you know, friends first to lover situation. And the Alandria is gonna get me. And then Nick talking about Andrea or something like that. Like, sir, no, you guys already have a ship name. But anyways, they gonna get me. But I don't see it. I don't see it. I feel like this is just them trying to ensure they stay, right? Neither of them is gonna leave each other for someone else at this point in the game. At this point in the game, they're both gonna fake it and milk it till they make it, okay? And not that they are bad people. Nicholas, a little bit questionable. Alandria, things I don't like, but like I said, clean slates. But they both definitely give strategic. I could definitely see them both faking the funk for the sake of trying to win the game. I'm sorry, I do. I'm just saying, just being real with y'all. I don't see it. It didn't feel organic. It didn't feel genuine. Like, I mean, I don't really know what course of action she could have taken. It's unfortunate for Alandria, honestly, because she didn't like any of those, like all three of those guys. I mean, I guess her and Nick could like each other. There was definitely a connection there. You could see the vibes. So I don't know. Hopefully tonight clarifies that for me. Hopefully I come to you guys tomorrow with a little bit more insight. But right now it's feeling strategic. It's feeling like they've both almost whisper agreed to keep each other in the game. Like, I just don't like the feeling of it. It doesn't feel genuine. And I know people wanted that. They would make a cute couple. The vibes are there. Like, friends to lovers, perfection. I just can't help but feel like that's not where their heads are at genuinely. Like, where they genuinely are in their heads, that's not it. I think they both are just like, what the hell? These roads have been rocky, and let's just lock in here and make it happen. Amaya and Elin have a chat. Suddenly Elin's, I can't. Elin, again, another one that needed to just bow out respectfully. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then they talk about what's your favorite food. He's talking about Latin food. Elin, if you don't shut your mouth. Latin food, Elin, please. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Honestly, though, I'm gonna be really real with you. I forwarded through the convo because I was like, I'm not sitting through this, like, with this man trying to pretend like he likes her to try to stay. Like, stop it. So the only reason I knew about the Latin food thing was Speedy's little recap on TikTok. That's the only reason I knew that. He's a sweet guy. I mean, I wish he would have found his match on there because it could have been great. It really could have. Alrighty. Last chat we see, I believe, is Zach and Alandria. And, you know, Zach's just talking about being a provider. Alandria's kind of like, yeah, that's all great. I don't really need financial providing. Kind of need, you know, all the other things that a provider brings. And Zach is like, yeah. Like, everyone always calls me to fix things. And, you know, I've built my family's home, yada, yada, yada. All that good shit. And I love Zach. Like, if he's giving fuckboy a little bit, but if he's not that, great partner to have. Great partner, wonderful partner to have. He's always going to take care of you, always going to make sure you're taken care of. Like, and that, our experiences shape our biases, because what I have been through in the last 8 years, when I tell you that if I am ever in another relationship, I am being treated like the queen I am, honey. When I keep making jokes with but dead ass, like, I'm like, I don't know what a gas tank is anymore. What do you do with that? What the fuck? A gas station? What you want me doing at a gas station? What's an oil change? I don't remember. Where do you go for those? Like, when I tell you, I don't even gonna have to deal with shit that ain't the decoration of my home. None of it. The decoration of my home, taking care of our kids, feeding my husband. Baby, I want my Susie homemaker shit on lock, okay? I want to be taken care of. I want a provider. Like, I am so done with the bullshit. 50-50, who? Where? Me? Couldn't be. He's trying, okay? He's doing his best. He's giving it his all, okay? That's all we can say about Zachy Poo. Come see me. Anyways, I think that settles it. I think there was one other conversation with Bryan and Amaya, kind of. They were, like, by the pool, and he was just saying, like, damn, girl, like, you a commodity right now. What's going on? And she's like, oh, my God, I know. And so, yeah, then it's her and Huda talking, and she's like, oh, my God, yeah, like, what am I going to do? Whatever. Huda gets a text, and it's time for the recoupling. I'm so done with myself. All right, so for the recoupling, we get, obviously, Taylor and Clark pick each other. Obviously, Ace and Shelly pick each other. Obviously, Pepe and Iris pick each other. Then we have Alandria picking Nick, of course, and then Amaya picking Bryan. Woo, doo, doo, doo. I mean, she couldn't pick anyone else. It wouldn't make sense. And that's everybody, right? Oh, and Huda and Chris, bitch. I forgot Huda and Chris, obviously. Oh, I forgot to mention Huda's weird ass talking about, I'm surprised none of the other boys pulled me for kissing the challenge. Because it's like, why? It's like, because we're not closed up. Huda, you were doing great, sweetie. Not too much, okay? That was weird. But anywho, yeah, those are the couples. And the girls are all talking and hugging. And I can't remember if it was the girls or the guys that made the comment. But it is very cute to see that a lot of these relationships have been like friends to lovers. Are all of them, do we feel like, oh yeah, that's genuinely like friends to lover? Like, not sure yet, right? Hopefully tonight's episode gives me clarity on a few of these. But like Bryan and Amaya, right? They started off as just like chill in the villa, Hispano a Hispano, Latino a Latino, like Latino a Latina vibes. And then we have Nick and Alandria, who are obviously like hella cool. And then who are the other? Oh, Iris and Pepe. I feel like if what we've seen is authentic, that is very cute. If they just kind of were like, oh, he's cute, she's cute, yeah, whatever, we're cool though. Like, we came in here together, like, sister brother vibes was what they was on. And then to see them kind of be like, wait, me and you could kind of, like, that's a vibe. That's a vibe all on its own. But anywho, that's all I have for you guys. Like I said, there better not be no more bombshells or no more bull. Listen. Also, why are they bringing parents, family members to see them? That shit's weird. I don't feel like that meshes with everything we've been seeing. Like, they gonna talk to their parents about tonguing people down? Like, forgive me, but no. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below, what are we thinking of the current couples? Subscribe for more content like this, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.